friends, and welcome to the Solo Promoter YouTube channel. I'm super excited for this video. In this video, I'm going to show you the cards that I am releasing as part of a fun, just a little fun winter set to add some spice to your feds. Now, if you know me for a long time, I've been doing these Championship Wrestling from Hollywood bootlegs, and you know, they've been a lot of fun to do. But we've got something really special this time, and I thought I would do a little video announcing what you are going to get. Now, first of all, if you have been living under a rock, you know, if you've been living under a rock, that's the only way you wouldn't know that this set of cards, this set that I'm going to show you today, is going to be released at River Rumble that is happening this Saturday in Clinton, Iowa. And I'm super excited that these cards are going to be there because there's a lot of fun stuff here, and there's some stuff, as you're going to see as we go through this, there's some surprises. So if you're going to River Rumble, you will get this set. I will hand it to you personally because, yes, I'm so excited to say that I will be at River Rumble in Clinton, Iowa. I got my plane ticket. I got my car chauffeur who's going to take me from Cedar Rapids to Clinton, Iowa. And I got my hotel reservations, all that good stuff. So I will be there, and I will hand you this set personally. Now, if you're not going to be in River Rumble, at River Rumble in Clinton, Iowa on November 12th, that's fine. I'm going to be mailing out these sets if you are on my mailing list. Now, let me tell you, I have printed up, I think, 120 sets, and we're pretty close to 120 people on my list. So if you are not on my list, or if you have moved since the last time I have given you cards, you need to contact me immediately. I don't think I'm going to have these reprinted. So if you want one of these, you got to get in on it ASAP because I think I'm hitting the upper limit of producing these bootlegs just in terms of numbers. So get in while you can. And you can just email me at grant@throwingtoasters.com, or you can message me on the various message boards or Discord or whatever. Anyway, enough of that. Let's look at the cards we're going to get. Now, the first card that we announced was Jordan Cruz. Werner, just amazing artwork here. And the cool thing is, because we're doing bootlegs, I got permission from Dave Marquez to use the actual sort of, you'll notice a lot of times on the Legends cards and on, some of the Indies cards, there'll be title belts, but they won't be the actual title belt because, copyright and all that. But I did get permission from Dave Marquez to use that. And I will also say, about these, you will notice that the logo is different. And it's just Championship Wrestling now because that's what it is. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Championship Wrestling from Arizona, all the other different branches are now just all Championship Wrestling. So we got the new logo. Talked to Dave, was able to get the great new logo for this. So anyway, here is Jordan Cruz. Jordan Cruz, super tough guy. I know a lot of people were looking to get him in the set. Stats, all done by our good friend Zeke Gould and checked over by Chad and Corey Olson. So you're getting top of the line here is what you're getting. But he's got his Titan driver. It's a +1. He's got a pin rating of a 2. So this is going to be a solid competitor, and he should be because he was the Hollywood Heritage Champion for a while. Now I am super excited about this card. Let me tell you, this is Papa Esco, and Papa Esco from day one has been so excited about this card. He has worked on it, sent me move names and all of that. I mean, look at the artwork by Werner. Just really, really fantastic here. And King Fat Boy, Papa Esco. And there you go. Look at, he's got a 2-pin rating, and he's just like, his power's a -2. He's got a +1. Welcome to the bodega. He's just going to be a super solid, tough card. And he will fit in with the, was it Danny Limelight and Slice Boogie cards, because he is part of the bodega. And when actually he saw Danny Limelight's and Slice Boogie's cards, he reached out to me and goes, how do I get one of these cards? So there you go. So this is awesome. Now, I'm going to show you a secret, okay? There's one card in this set of 4 cards that I'm not going to announce on the message boards until after the set is released. And so I'm going to show you that card right now. That is going to be a card that is just going to be shown in this video. And again, it's going to be a surprise to the people who get the set who don't watch this video. But the third name, now this isn't the legend. We've talked about a legend, and we're going to get there. But the third name for the Championship Wrestling set is none other than Anthony Idol, another big powerhouse, the neon phenomenon, Anthony Idol, and another guy with a -2 power. He's this guy is a 6'4", 276 pounds from Las Vegas, Nevada. Again, beautiful artwork by Werner, stats done by our good friend Zeke Gould and checked over by the Olsons, and super, super excited for you to get this card because he was another person who was just super excited to get a card. And I think these are going to be 3 solid additions to your Championship Wrestling, your indie fed, and they're really going to be a lot of fun. So those are the first 3 names. Now we have a legend to announce, but before we get to the legend, if you are a longtime viewer of this channel, perhaps you remember the Filsinger Games fan podcast. And during that podcast, I talked about a set of cards called Podcast Prime. Well, since I'm not doing the podcast anymore, there's no Podcast Prime. But we've got a few bonus cards in this set, and these are part of the new solopromoter.com special edition set of cards. So this is sort of taking the place of Podcast Prime. And I'm super excited because I've done something that I don't think anybody has done before. And I'm super excited about this. And what this is match cards. These are cards that have match rules on them. We have the Ringside Companion. These are bonus cards. And each one of these cards has, it's the same match on either side, but it is sort of altered for Champions of the Galaxy and for Legends, or you could also use them for Indies. So this first one, I got both of these cards that you're going to see today. I got from watching Memphis Wrestling. This is the Memphis Double Elimination Tournament. This tournament format was used a few times in the Memphis area in 1980, often to determine new champions. And basically what this is a double elimination tournament, but the wrestlers who fight each other are always chosen at random, and when a wrestler loses twice, they leave. This is something they did a lot in Memphis, or at least the year in 1980 or so to determine new champions. Now, what I've done is, and if you've been a regular watcher of my Champions of the Galaxy fed, the Galaxy's Finest, you'll know that I rebranded this the Cosmic Storm Tournament. So we've got the Cosmic Storm, and it's basically the same rules on either side. But you can just use this one, for Champions of the Galaxy, this one for Legends, and they stack up with your other cards. So I just thought this was a fun idea. And with this set, you are going to get 2 of these match cards. The first one is the Memphis Double Elimination Tournament and the Cosmic Storm Tournament. And then the second one is going to be the Memphis Hospital Elimination Match, which is a sort of a First Blood tag team match that has sort of elimination rules. So you have teams going against each other. Like at first, you have multiple person teams, usually 3 or 4 people, and someone is only eliminated when they bleed. So it's like a Survivor Series match, but they are eliminated when they bleed. And since this is a bootleg, I was able to put a little blood on there because I know that the official Filsinger Games cards, they don't like to usually put blood on there. But I've also retooled the rules for Champions of the Galaxy. I say this is a match that Sabre brought to the GWF in 2137, and it's called a CTA 102 triage match, but it is the same rules as this. So when you get this set, you will get these 2 match cards, the first in the series of match cards. And also, I wanted to point out, let's see, we'll get the light over here so kind of you can see it. This new Solo Promoter logo, it's a little small on here, done by Greg Hunter, which Greg does excellent work making belts, and he designed this little Solo Promoter logo for me. And I'm super excited for you to get these match cards as well, along with your championship wrestling cards. But before we get to the legend, I got one more thing. A while ago, on the Filsinger Games message boards, I brought up the idea of venue cards. What if you had a card for a venue, and when a wrestling event takes place in that venue, it will sort of modify the rules a bit. And as the person who came up with this idea, I'm super excited to announce the first official, original venue card for the Mid-South Coliseum. This is a Mid-South Coliseum. Now, if you, again, followed along the podcast, you know that this card was put together by Chad Olson and Travis Heckel and myself. And what this is a series of rule modifications for when you're doing an event at the Mid-South Coliseum. So any pile driver becomes a finisher, but it also becomes a disqualification finisher. And when you roll for DQ, you lower the wrestler's rating by 1. When a wrestler's throw out of the ring, roll 2 dice. On rolls of 2 to 10, roll on the out of the ring chart like normal. On rolls of 11 to 12, the wrestler's thrown out over the top, and the wrestler on offense is disqualified. So that, kind of fits in with the old over-the-top rule. During the main event, each wrestler or team gets an additional roll on the interference chart of their choice. So manager, outside interference, or gang interference. And that is just to kind of align with the fantastic, wild antics of the Memphis Wrestling. And then roll 2 die and consult the chart below to determine stipulations for a main event between 2 feuding enemies. And all of these matches here are available in the Ringside Companion, but then also the Hospital Elimination match, of course, you'll have this card for it too. So super excited for this card, and stay tuned because there's going to be more of these for Legends and for Champions of the Galaxy, and super excited to get this to you for free because it is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so let's look at the set so far. You get Jordan Cruz. You get Papa Esco, King Fat Boy. You get Austin Idol, right? You get the CTA 120 triage match, Memphis Hospital Elimination match. You get the Cosmic Storm Tournament, a.k.a. the Memphis Double Elimination Tournament. And you get the first official venue card for the Mid-South Coliseum. Super excited about all of these. But now we've got a legend. And I got to tell you a little story. Perhaps you know Corey Olson. Corey Olson works on the Legends crew, and Corey is awesome. And Corey and I were chatting back and forth via email one day, and he has his Corey's USWA Fed, which I will link in the show notes to this video. And if you've not read it on the boards, it's fantastic. And I noticed that Corey was having like a series of matches between, I think, Adam Pearce and Colt Cabana. And we got talking about the Adam Pearce card that came in the original Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Act 1. It was retroactively known as Act 1 set. And we were chatting about it, and Corey said, I took that card and I made a few little modifications to kind of bring him up to Legends status. So I'm very excited to announce that the final card in this set will be an Adam Pearce Championship Wrestling Legend card. And so these are stats done by Corey with help with Zeke. And I am super, super excited to get this to you. And here's another little fun tidbit. Back when we did the original Championship Wrestling from Hollywood set, Adam Pearce sent me 2 pieces of artwork and, or two photos to use as reference. And we used the first photo on the Adam Pearce card in that original set. And this is the photo he sent for the second card, and Werner just absolutely killed this. This is awesome. Just so super great. Just really fantastic. He's got a jumping pile driver, but on rolls of 10 through 12, he can use a double bomb, which is a +2. Very excited to get this card for you, and I'm very excited for the first Championship Wrestling Legend card. Very excited. So this is it. This is the entire set. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of them into one picture here. But just again, I want to thank Zeke. I want to thank Werner for his incredible artwork. I want to thank who else? The Olsons for their help with the stats. I want to thank Chris Osk, who Chris used to lay out these cards for me, and Chris took time out of his incredibly busy schedule to sit me down and kind of walk me through how to lay out the cards myself. So I'm very proud of this set because I think it's a great set, but also because I laid out all these cards. Now, you're probably, as soon as people get these, they're going to find some sort of error somewhere because I made an error somewhere. I think I already spotted one myself, but you know what? They're bootlegs, and I really hope you enjoy them. And if you want to get them first, you got to be at River Rumble in Clinton, Iowa on November 12th, because that's where you're going to get these first. For everybody else on my mailing list, it's going to be a nice little Christmas present. I am going out to River Rumble when I come back. I've got some traveling to prepare for in early December. So they may hit the mail before that, but these, I'm saying I will get them in the mail middle of December. So if you're on the mailing list, that's when they will go out. It is possible that some of them, or batches of them, may go out before. But anyway, I really hope you enjoy this. I hope you like these cards. And I'm super excited to get them in your hands because it's a lot of fun. And let me tell you, the Olsons and Zeke, and especially Werner. Werner just killed it with the art. This is one of my favorite pieces of art that Werner has ever done. He's so good. He's so good. And this artwork is amazing. It's all great. It's all great. Really hoping you're going to enjoy these cards. And if you're not on my mailing list, Grant at throwingtoasters.com, get on it, because as I said, I printed up 120 sets plus additional cards to give to the wrestlers in question, and I'm kind of hitting the upper limit of doing these for fun and for free. So get on my list now to lock in your set. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for checking this out, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.